Hello everyone and welcome back to our challenge, to the Friday and to the beginning of, I hope, something great. So, let me check if I'm recording, and yes I am. We're back at Warmech, and honestly this was a pain in the butt. I spent 2.5 hours trying to spawn him. I actually leveled at the Chaos Shrine till 78, but trying to spawn Warmech I got to 90 something. That's how much of a pain of the butt he is to spawn. So, fingers crossed he doesn't try to escape right now. Because that would be... I would throw shit through the window. Really, I would. Non-ironically, I would throw shit through the window. So, I devised a tactic I wanna use and hope it would be something that will let us win, actually. Well, that's not a good beginning. Okay, but it wasn't that bad. It actually wasn't that bad. So, another giant glove. You actually get a high potion. You get another Invisra because it stacks. And you get another high potion. And then we attack. Next turn. And let's hope this is enough with our newfound powers and levels. Let me take a sip of our water. Bastard. He nuked me twice. Okay, all in. Really? Really? Really, dude? Well... buttload of XP. Okay, I was 93. And buttload of gil. And... that's all. Nothing other than that. Not even a commemorative item like a medal? Like we always got from that? From Omegas and weapons? Huh. Gonna quick save. Also, let me check something. Yeah. He regenerates, yeah, that's right. He resists everything nearly. Sorry, hiccups. Has a lot of defenses, as you can see. But not a lot of HP. Well, the most out of a normal enemy. Boss level HP. So yeah, we show you that we could do Warmech. With this team. But like I said, spawning him was absurd. Okay, so we'll go back and try Chaos. This is gonna be a doozy. I need to check something. Sorry, I'll tab. And I need to go to my YouTube page. Because I wanna remember the name of that user. I have a bad memory for names, so I need to check it. Vegaster 4204. So Vegaster left me a lot of comments regarding Chaos, and that he thinks it would be nearly impossible to beat him, and he told me a couple of things. Well, thing is, some of those most of those things are true, like the healing staff and all, not healing much. And him saying Chaos does a lot of AoE, that's actually something that makes me worried. So, we'll see if everything Vegest tried to warn us about is true and how we'll circumnavigate that. I have a feeling we're gonna have a bit of a problem with that. But we'll try. Dude gave us some info, so we can actually try and do... well, I used the cottage, so... well. So we can see how will it go. So, yeah, 2.5 hours to spawn Warmech. So, actually, I have an idea. Normally I don't do that, but I saw in the previous... I checked on the previous video how long it took us to go through the Chaos Shrine in the past. And that was about 40 minutes. It took us to go to, well, including all the fights, etc., to basically Chaos's door. I don't want to go 40 minutes towards Chaos's door, so we'll use Pixel Remaster's built-in menu to help. Because all the remastered or the Steam ports of Square's Final Fantasies have additional menus in them. Okay, 94. Hooray! You saw, it was 77. I saved after the grind. 77. So yeah, Warmech spawn is... no comments. So, let's go to the boost menu and turn encounters off, just to get to Chaos quicker. Hopefully. I will try to maybe not use notes to navigate. Maybe I do remember still how I got there. Hopefully. I think it was there first. Or was it the south? Crap, I think it was the south. Yes, it was the south. The first one is the only tricky one. Now it's gonna be easy peasy to get there, or we were. I actually remember most of the way. And since we've done the bosses, the only thing we'll need to do is that one guy in the black coat, which respawns always. Yeah, this guy. But that's not a problem. I push the auto battle button because that's also that also has a boost in it quickens the fight. The animations. I don't know why they did that, but it actually does that. I'll check the map from time to time. And yeah, this is a promising beginning with that Warmech kill. Although, it was a close one. I didn't expect him to use nuke that much. And the previous time we fought him, he actually attacked a couple of times physically. Now, not so much. So the Invisra didn't help. If I knew, I would have done it a little bit differently. I wonder if this is because of our levels? That he changed the strategy or what? I don't know. Because if he would battle like the last time we fought him, everyone would live. Because he did 2 normal attacks and 2 nukes. I was just unlucky. I was just unlucky with the battle script, which is unfortunate. If I would be more unlucky, it would be 2.5 hours down the drain. So, at least we did beat him, and I got that on video, and it's still rolling. Thank God. Nope, not here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I remember where I am. Honestly, would be a cool and grindable battle if he wasn't such a pain in the butt to spawn. I did some reading and they actually changed... Whoa, I messed up, didn't I? Yep. And they changed the spawn rate. In the NES version, in the original, in the port, North American port, they actually changed the encounter rate to about 4%. And that's why it was a bit easier to get him, and that wasn't just my imagination. Here, in this version, and in the original NES Japanese version, it's 1%, I think. The NES, I think, has 1.5% or something like that. It's a teensy bit better, but not much. Okay, so, configuration, boost menu on, so we have everything as it was. Quick save. 2 times because I'm paranoid. A drink of water. And let's see how this will go. Yeah, I remember you. What do you mean once? How do you know that? Yeah, we know. You were the first boss, you were easy as heck. And that's cheating. That is also cheating. And we got a loop. Well, I hope you won't. Yeah. Hopefully we will not die. Okay. So, first off, I always loved the design of Chaos. It's very cool, even in the original NES sprite. Second of all, we're using our normal technique here. Ooh. Ooh, dang. I'm a fan of that track. So let's hope. I was gonna say that the script will be in our favor with the attacks he chooses. Because if he goes full on AoE, we'll kinda bite the dust quickly. So let's hope that will not be the case. Maximizing. Stacking white robes. I don't think protect drinks are useful. They didn't cut the damage that much, if I remember correctly. God dang. Okay. Time to hit him. Actually, Uther has the least amount of strength gained on level ups, so let's have him quote-unquote heal. That's a lot of HP for a boss. Shit! Whoops! Oh, he's mad. Barrage of attacks, please. Okay. Then we do 1x. Oh, come on. 2 Invisors. Okay. So, and that's the game. That's our challenge done, and that was Chaos. So, Mr. Vegas, it's doable. I kinda get where you were coming from with his mass AoE attacks and Kuraja. He could have been a bit of a trouble, but as I was explaining to you and to the other players and viewers, 4 monks have enough DPS to get most of the things down in 1-2 rounds. As you saw, it took 2 rounds and something to basically DPS him down. He didn't have that much powerful defenses. Certainly had less defense than Warmech had. Wasn't bad. If I knew he would do that, I would have skipped the Invisors, I think. I would have just buffed up and I would have attacked with everyone. Yeah. He could have picked probably worse attacks. I recall he has Flare. I think he has Flare if I remember. Or I remember me casting Flare on him, definitely. But I think he also has it. So, yeah. That was a fun challenge. If any of you guys has an idea for a next challenge, I'm welcoming new ideas. That's one thing. Second thing is, I'll try to find a new interesting challenge. Maybe not right away, but I will think about it. Maybe it will be another single character class challenge. Maybe it would be something different. I don't know. But how much did it take us? Well, 15 minutes. That's nice. If it wasn't for the and counter turn off, it would have took us about 50, I think. So honestly, the biggest pain in the butt today was getting Warmech to spawn. Honestly, I don't want to do that again. That's ridiculous. Please don't do that, Square, in any more games. Please don't do those kind of spawn rates. Never understood that. I get it for NES, because, well, the games were very small, so if you wanted to see everything, those types of things like small encounter percentages and big encounter rates made the game longer, so to speak. Then, well, storage was a problem, so they had to fight with everything they got to make the games longer. I get that, but now you could have actually increased the spawn rate, you know? To something safe, to not nuke the players going to Tiamat, you know? But better than 1%. I think 10% would have been okay. Yeah. Kind of funny game. It's a lot shorter than I remember, but yeah, the time paradox thingies that they choose to go here was interesting. And it's a lot more traditional, like in D&D sense. When we have elves, dwarves, dark elves, monsters, fiends. Heck, even spells per rest in the original. Not here in this version. This version we have mana. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting game. I like the early Final Fantasies. I like the early Final Fantasies more than I like the later ones. From 1 to basically 7 plus Tactics, I like them more than I like the ones that are later. 8 was weird because of the junction. 9 was kinda weird all in itself. It was captivating in a way, but it was weird. Weird systems, weird things they implemented, like Hades and all. Weird story, and the last boss that felt like it was a last ditch idea, sort of a sprung on you. 10 was great battle-wise. I love the battle system and the controllable summons. I didn't like the story, and I didn't like the voices, the characters as well. There was only a couple of likable characters like Oren. And I like Kimari, but that was kinda all. 11 was an MMO, and it was quite a good game, I would say. It just suffers from early MMO design, and that's menus after menus after menus. 12 is good. I replay 12 from time to time. 13, I don't like 13 that much. I want to play it on the channel to see if it's as bad as I remember going through, but I kinda dread the time I will start that Let's Play. 14 was also an MMO, is also an MMO. I played it a bit. It is also quite a chill MMO. I played it at the start where there weren't any expansions. It was quite okay. Oh, thank you very much. And thanks to you, dear Square Enix. Well, Squaresoft back then. 15? 15 was weak. Really weak. I didn't like 15. Skip scene? Yes. 16 I have, but I didn't play it yet, believe it or not. I need to play it. Okay, so that is all. So, like I said, I am waiting for ideas for new challenges, and I wish you a great weekend. So, thank you for watching, and see ya! Cześć!